Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast. Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Yoni Tserruya. As Lusha's co-founder and CEO, Yoni Tserruya first developed Lusha as a side project during his first job as an iOS developer. After 1 year, his pet project exploded, and he decided to turn his passion into his profession. Today, Yoni helps create vision and strategy that informs all product and business decisions at Lusha. He focuses on hiring the right team and anticipating the future needs of customers and envisioning the future of the data world. A software engineer by trade, Yoni graduated with a BSc from Ben-Gurion University. Well, good afternoon, Yoni. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. How are you?
Great. Thanks, Yoni, for asking. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you jumping on from the great country of Israel. And we're going to jump into the questions so we can start to hear your story, so we'll be able to share that out. So, Yoni, let's talk about your career a little bit. You've got quite the career in technology as a developer, an entrepreneur, and now the co-founder and CEO of Lusha. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Sure. So I think that what inspires me is basically, build things that drive people value and drive value to people and that people love to use. So I always love to build, products and now build a company and build a culture and just see things, getting together and create bigger value to the people who are using it. And I think that the main thing that drives me and help me to do that along the way is a learning mindset. You never know enough at the stage that you are, and it's a learning journey. And every time when you look backward, like 6 months ago, you just say, hey, I can't believe I worked like that. It was totally different, company, process, or me, myself. And it's all about learning, improving yourself, improving the product, the culture, everything you do. And I think when you have this mindset, you're not afraid to make mistakes, and you're not afraid on being right all the time. You just want to focus on learn, and that's the best environment and fun that I have on my own and try to build here.
That's awesome. And you're absolutely right. When you're focused on the greater good, you don't get caught up in some of the things that really don't matter as much, things that are trivial sometimes. So I appreciate your share. And so, Yoni, we were talking about this earlier, but now that the pandemic is starting to lift, what are your plans for this year and beyond for your growth strategy?
I think in terms of the company, product, marketing, go-to-market, all this stuff, it's pretty much the same. Actually, Lusha allows B2B companies to connect with potential buyers, and actually COVID just helped us because there is no conferences, no face-to-face meeting. You cannot jump on a plane anymore, so you need alternatives, and Lusha provide this alternative. I think that the main thing that focus on right now is how the company continue to operate with a post-COVID environment. Israel is pretty much there. I hope it will stay like that, but it's actually the new game. Okay, so what's going to be the new norm? And from what I think and feel from people, 5 days a week at the office is like it won't be back, in my opinion. It's not going to be the new norm, at least in here or in modern companies. And you actually need to build the flexibility while maintaining a good culture, a good connection to the company, and provide the flexibility to the people. So building this new hybrid mode with the right balance is what's, I think, going to stay and important in order to continue the growth and allow the company to work effectively.
Great. I appreciate that. And we're starting to get some of those answers from entrepreneurs, business owners, CEOs like yourself of what's the plans going forward. And I appreciate you sharing. And we're pretty excited to hear that hopefully the pandemic will be over in the next few months. Let's hope.
Yeah.
So, Yoni, you're obviously leveraging some new and emerging technologies in your tech stack. Is there anything you might be able to share with our audience today?
Yeah, sure. I think in terms of, the engineering side or stuff, the main challenge of Lusha is about It's not about the tech stack, because we are a data company. We're using the best, databases, the most modern databases and structures. Is about how do you know where to search, how to aggregate the data, how to save. It's about the AI or the search engine or whatever you want to call it. It's about what we build. It's not about adopting technology necessarily. It's about what do we do with technology, and that's the main challenge of Lusha always. And I think the new challenge that we're feeling right now is how do we create an environment of people that can work remotely and enable them to get access to all their data, know what's going on, be on top of things, know what the priorities, and be synced internally when you are in remote work, hybrid work, whatever you want to call it, in the office, out of the office, and so that it will work together seamlessly. And in many ways, I think that the leadership of companies has been changed a little bit during COVID and probably afterwards as well, because instead of just standing in front of people and talk or inspire or whatever, you are now need to focus on aligning the people and organizing the data and be really, really organized in the processes so that everyone will know what to do wherever they are. And so we work deeply with OKRs and stuff like that, and those kind of collaborating technologies, which are not something new, but the way you use them needs to evolve to support the new environment.
I love that. And I appreciate the way that you explain that, because a lot of companies and a lot of tech CEOs that I talk to, certainly leveraging the latest and greatest, but doesn't always mean that's, the right way, or maybe not be deployed the right way, but looking at deploying it the most efficient and using best practices certainly takes it a lot further. So thank you for sharing, Yoni. And so Yoni, last question here. Can you share something from your career experience that might be helpful for those looking to grow their career in tech or entrepreneurship?
Sure. So besides, learning and what we said previously, I think one of the main challenges that every entrepreneur will encounter along the way is being really, really focused on the core thing that he can do really well. And that means you need to be really good in saying no to a lot of stuff, which can be sometimes, that doesn't make sense. For example, at the early stage, we were bootstrapped for 4 years. In the early stage, we weren't able to do so many things together. So we said a lot no to customers where, for example, customers wanted that we will develop specific feature for them and then they will buy. And then we said, no, we're not developing any specific feature for anyone. Or they wanted to have a custom contract because this is what you do in B2B a lot of times. And we said, we just don't have the resources to do that. And we have the terms of service. This is how you need to buy. If you don't, that's okay. And we lost some business for that, but we made sure that we are focused on the volume or what's relevant for the mass of the customers. And it even went into a situation that we didn't took a deal that because the customer wanted to do a wire transfer and we didn't have, infrastructure or people to collect and renew. And we didn't know what to do with wire transfers back then. And we said, no, we only accept credit cards for now, and we lost some business. So I think for a lot of people, it was weird, but for us, it was the right decision because it focused the effort on the thing that anyone can use. And when we could, we definitely developed those capabilities. But at the beginning, we said no to a lot of stuff to do the really most important thing that we should have done then.
Great. And I appreciate you sharing and how you stuck to your goal, what you set out for on your mission. And I know that's tough because sometimes you do have to turn business away because of those situations, but you stayed true to your core and you focused on your goals. And that's why you've come as far as you have with your company. And I appreciate you sharing that. And so, Yoni, it was a pleasure having you on today. And I look forward to speaking. You bet. I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting.
Bye for now.